Oh yeah, disclaimer at the end, which I should have done at the beginning, but like all my opinions are mine. You're obviously allowed to like whatever you like, and it's great that we're all different and that we all like different things. Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. This time I'm doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag because that is a fun tag and I never really get to express my unpopular opinions and have the internet angry at me, so let's do that. The first question is a popular book or series you didn't like. So I have two. The first one is, as you guys might know if you watch some of my reviews, the Winner's Curse series by Marie Rustoki, I believe. I read the first book, was not into it, and then just haven't read the rest, and I just can't bring myself to, so I didn't like that series. The second one is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which might make some of my booktube friends mad, but I read like 3 chapters of that book and then DNF'd it because I just couldn't deal. I didn't like it at all. I don't like her writing style, and I don't like Rainbow Rowell, especially after what I heard about Eleanor Park. I just couldn't bring myself to read it. Those are 2 books and series that I don't really like. So the next question is a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you love. I'm not sure about everyone else because I'm like looking at general like Goodreads. I loved When Diplomat Met Rishi and I loved To All the Boys I Loved Before, and both of them have terrible Goodreads reviews. I read the Goodreads reviews for When Diplomat Met Rishi and I want to like punch someone because those people are being so like obnoxious about, oh, you're right, everyone who said this book was horrible is right, I hate it so much. And like, I just wanna, like, if you're an adult reading YA romance and you hate it because you think the characters are being childish or unrealistic, maybe it's because they're acting like teenagers. Like, that's everyone's criticism with To All the Boys I Loved Before, which is why, like, I read the Goodreads comments and I was like, okay, I don't think I want to read this book. And then I read it and I was like, why haven't I read this yet? Because Lara Jean felt like someone I would know, someone like me, like a teenager. And just seeing all of those negative reviews, I looked and I was like, oh, all of these negative reviews are by white adults. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. So I wouldn't say that everyone hates, but a lot of people hate, and I love those series. So yeah, To All the Boys I Loved Before and When Diplomat Met Rishi. So a love triangle where someone got in a relationship that you didn't want to, like you wanted them to get together with the other person. And I think it's City of Brass because I haven't finished the series yet because I need the next book and I keep not getting arcs for it. She was with Dara, but I didn't like Dara. Like, and I really want her to get with Alisaid, but like, I need, and like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I liked him better and they would have been so cute together. The fourth question is a popular genre that you're not into, that like you don't really reach for. Contemporary. I don't like contemporary. I barely like it in YA and I hate it in adult, and I just can't, like, romance at least gives me like an escape fluff. Contemporary is usually sad. Like, I can't deal with sad books that aren't also exciting. And contemporary's never been exciting for me, so I don't usually read contemporary and definitely don't read adult contemporary. 5 is a beloved character that you hate, and it has to be Draco from the Harry Potter series. I hate Draco so much. Like, I don't understand why people are like, oh, redeem him. Like, yes, like they do the Snape comparison of like, oh my god, I can't believe that Snape got a redemption arc and Draco didn't. And I was like, no, neither of them deserve redemption arcs. They're Nazis. Like, I don't understand the whole Draco thing. And as someone who got bullied in middle school and elementary school, shipping Draco and Hermione makes no sense to me because shipping someone with their bully, especially their bully who called them, what's the equivalent of racial slurs, is horrible to me, and I can't do it. 6 is a popular author you can't get into. And I like really wanted to get into this author. I went in as like, oh my god, this author seems really cool, and all their books seem to have like really high star ratings. And she writes a lot of like Asian romance, and I was like, cool, that sounds so much fun. And then I read one of them. The author I cannot read is Marine Gu. I think I picked up The Way You Make Me Feel. I read about halfway through it, and then I just couldn't stand, like, my insides were like curling up due to I feel intense secondhand embarrassment. I cannot deal with that book. Like, I was like, oh no, I can't, no, stop. So I don't think I can ever read a Marine Gu book again, which sucks because her books seem really interesting, but they all seem to have this undertone of secondhand embarrassment, which happens a lot in rom-coms that I just cannot deal with. 7 is a trope you're tired of seeing. So I have 2. One's more like a romance trope and one's more a general trope. The general trope is rehabilitation of the main villain through like love or something. And I was like, nope, it's not a woman's job to reform a man. And I just always feel like for that female character, like, oh girl, just get out of there. Like, he's being a dick. Like, just leave. You can do so much better. And the other one is more romance trope, but it's sort of related. Any power imbalance. That's the reason I hated The Winner's Curse so much. It's a romance fantasy, and the romance had just this intense power imbalance throughout. So those 2 tropes I will not read. Like, as soon as I see that in a book, I will put it away because I cannot deal with it. The next one is a popular book or series that you probably won't pick up, which is anything by Sarah J. Maas. Like, I was considering it, and then I keep hearing these things pushed by Sarah J. Maas fans. The whole Asian character thing that I was not happy with. And just like Kat, I'll put a link to her video, but she just did a ranty video on Throne of Glass. And I was like, that book has everything I would hate in it. So yeah, I'm never gonna read anything by Sarah J. Maas just because it's not my thing. A book or series where you thought the TV show or the movie was better. So I have kind of 2. As soon as I finished watching all the Hunger Games movies, I was like, the first book was better, but the other 2 movies were better. Because the thing with the Hunger Games is that the second book got kind of boring, and the third book was very boring. And the movies just ramped it up and made it really interesting and fun, and I was like, okay, I like this. The movies were great. Even though, like, looking back, I was like, okay, the movies now have, like, flaws and all that. So, from an objective standpoint, on what I remember of the books and what I remember of the movies, I like the movies better. Something more recent, I liked the Shadowhunters TV show more than the books. I only watched the first season of Shadowhunters, but the characters seemed more developed and I was more interested in them. Whereas in The Mortal Instruments, I was just really there for plot. And I really was not attached to any of the characters and didn't really care. So I think the TV show was better, even though I haven't watched more than a season of it. That's this tag. Let me know if you agree with any of mine. Let me know if you want to argue any of my points. Just be like nice about it because I'm fragile. Comment, like, subscribe if you liked it. And I'll see you later.